Welcome back to the Sandler Files.
Whoa, what's going on? It's like a special bonus episode.
You're listening to the bonus episode. What are we going to discuss today, Max?
Doogal.
We'll get back to you after the theme.
The Doogal version.
Are you going to make a Doogal version of the theme?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Doogal. We're talking about Doogal. It's a bonus episode of the Sandler Files. Yay! We're going acoustic with it. Okay, Max, why are we doing this bonus episode? Explain it to me, because I still don't fully understand.
I don't want to explain it.
Okay, well, cool. We decided to give you extra content.
All you have to know is that we sat down and watched the movie Doogal for you.
Yeah, we're taking a big break until 2021.
Mm-hmm.
So we're dropping 2 episodes this week. This is our little bonus one to get you through the holidays. We did not watch a Sandler film for this one. We watched the animated film Doogal from 2005.
That long ago.
Yeah, it's old, man. So if you're not familiar with Doogal, which, I hope you are not, Doogal was one of 2 movies made by the Weinstein Company as they tried to kind of push their way into animation after the boom of like Shrek and Toy Story and like CG animation. So what they did was they took this British movie called The Magic Roundabout and they just redubbed it with American celebrities because that's like much cheaper than making your own movie.
Yeah.
So they rewrote the whole script of the movie.
Butch Hartman, creator of Fairly Odd Parents, is behind this project here, behind the comedy, the writing, and it shows because he's not a good person.
Ouch, Butch Hartman.
Butch Hartman is a bad person.
You might want to be careful with that line of thought you're going with.
He's got a YouTube channel right now. He's been scamming people out of commissions.
That's pretty bad.
He also had his own streaming service that focused on like Christian children content, and he scammed people with like a Kickstarter. He also believes that prayer can fix autism.
Oh, okay.
That is one of his most recent stances.
He's not a great guy.
He is a villain.
Which is weird because I loved Fairly Odd Parents as a kid.
Fairly Odd Parents was good.
This is when he was in his peak because Fairly Odd Parents was like, and Danny Phantom was like going off when this movie came out.
I think those were flukes. It's like a George Lucas kind of situation.
Yeah, maybe. So this movie is a lot.
This might be one of the most painful movies.
It's only 77 minutes.
77 minutes of just pure pain.
I don't understand why they felt the need to, because it's not just a redub of this British movie. It's like a re-scripting, as you said.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of the scenes are reinterpreted, and the dialogue is clearly shifted. Like, you can tell, like a bad anime dub, that it's not quite right.
Yeah, their lines don't match up. There's characters who clearly didn't have lines that now have celebrities voicing them.
Yeah, like there's this train that obviously was just a silent character in the original. We haven't seen the original. These are assumptions.
No, but it's so clear. It's so obvious.
And they had Chevy Chase voice him. It's tough to sit through. Let's just get into the review.
Okay, all right.
So, Doogal follows a dog named Doogal, who's best friends with a girl. What's her name? Francine?
I don't care.
Okay.
She's friends with a girl.
This is Max's angry episode.
They live in like the happy town where everyone's friends forever, whatever.
Yeah. And then he's a dummy and he accidentally traps her inside this carousel.
Well, he releases the Dark Wizard.
Which one is the Dark Wizard? There's Zebad and there's Zebedee, and they're both wizards.
Zebad is the evil one.
That makes sense because
Zebedee. Ian McKellen plays Zebedee. Jon Stewart plays Zebad.
Yeah. So Doogal releases Zebad from his prison in the carousel, and the carousel freezes over, trapping Doogal's human companion inside. And so he has to go on this adventure to try to get Zebad and stop him from freezing stuff. And
they need to go collect 3 diamonds that are throughout this magical world, which Zebad wants to also collect so that he can freeze the sun and take over the world.
Wow, riveting stuff.
Yeah, I know.
A big problem with this movie is a lot of the characters don't have character. They just speak in movie reference.
Like, that's their attempt at jokes.
And it's not like Community where it's like an homage even. Like, it's lazier than that. And it's because they couldn't do homages because The movie was already animated before they scripted it.
Yeah.
So it's just like name dropping. It's the laziest form of. It's not even humor. It's just.
Once you realize what's going on, oh god,
it was really painful. It would be like within a minute, I'd say at least like 10 name drops per minute. You could calculate the ratio of name drops per minute to this movie, and it would be insanely high.
I know there's that one scene where it kind of peaks these references for me, was when all those skeletons come out of the ground.
Yeah.
And every skeleton that pops up just says the name of like a movie or reference.
Yeah.
The first one comes out, he goes, "Here's Johnny, haha, Shining." One of them says like Lord of the Rings or whatever. One of them just says Pirates of the Caribbean.
Which you haven't seen.
I don't care. I don't care if I haven't seen it.
Okay, yeah.
That is the laziest joke ever. The skeleton just pops out of the ground and says Pirates of the Caribbean. Ugh.
The fun part of this movie is the first 5 minutes when you're trying to guess who is voicing each character.
Yeah.
The only one that's not voiced by someone famous is Doogal, but you've got Ian McKellen as Zebedee, Kylie Minogue as Florence, who is Dougal's friend, Whoopi Goldberg as Ermintrude the cow, Jimmy Fallon as Dylan the rabbit, Jon Stewart as Z-Bad, William H. Macy as Brian the snail, Chevy Chase as the train, Judi Dench is the narrator, Kevin Smith plays a moose that farts a lot, Bill Hader is a British soldier, John Krasinski just pops in from time to time doing additional voices.
He's there for like 10 seconds.
He was some of the skeletons too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's kind of a stacked cast, and it's fun for that first 5 minutes when you're like, oh, they got this person for it.
That's the gimmick of
But
animated films.
It gets really old really fast. I think this was the first movie to be like, this is a really cheap movie that we bought the rights to. Let's stick a bunch of celebrities in it.
Yeah. It is weird. Like, you don't see that.
Don't you, though? Like, I feel like every year Jeremy Renner's doing a different bad animated movie.
But not one where they dub it over. Like, they buy an already complete thing and then also get expensive famous actors to be in it.
Which I can see, like, the financially why this seems like it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we can re-release this movie with famous people that American audiences will go see.
It's so lazy. Yeah.
It's so lazy, and it made a terrible product. This was a painful watch, but I don't think this was as bad for me as Coneheads or Joe Dirt 2. Whereas I think you were really...
I despised this.
Yeah, you were really affected by it.
I couldn't take it.
It's really weird. And you know what's funny? I was looking into... So, as I said, this movie is based on a British film called The Magic Roundabout. That British film is based on a British TV show called The Magic Roundabout.
Yeah, from like the 70s, right?
But that show that aired on the BBC in the 70s is an adaptation of a French show. And what the BBC did was took the French show and wrote new scripts for it that were in English.
Oh my god.
So it's the same idea of this movie, but apparently it was done better, I guess.
Huh. Wow.
The history of this movie is just weird. Everything about it is weird to me.
Yeah.
I saw this movie when I was a kid, and I loved it.
Yeah, I remember we talked about this in school. Like,
I thought it was the coolest movie of all time. Because I'm like a fantasy nerd, right?
Right.
So it's like there's a wizard and you gotta get the crystals.
I could see it being cool as a kid.
Yeah. Ooh, it did not age well.
No.
Ooh. Pain. I was really disappointed. The other weird thing is, if you watch the trailer for either the American version or the British one, which, by the way, the funny part is they're the same trailer with the same lines. It's just redubbed. If you watch the trailer for the American version, Doogal has a different voice.
In the movie, he's voiced by like a kid.
In the movie, he's a kid, and I remembered it being a kid. And then I watched the trailer, and it was like a slacker, like adult voice, like a stoner kind of vibe, kind of like the guy from Total Drama Island, like campers. It was just It was weird.
It's like a sarcastic kind of,
like a Seth Rogen-y.
Yeah.
And I was really confused because I watched that trailer, and then I watched the British trailer, and I was like, which version of this movie did I watch? Because I don't remember either one of those Doogal voices. And then
this is a mess. This is just a mess, man.
We popped in the DVD, and it's a kid's voice for Doogal. I was like, where'd this come from? By the way, I bought this DVD on Amazon for like $5. It took 3 months to ship to my house.
It was well worth the wait.
It was great. I'm glad I own this in my collection. So if you look at the original, it has a 60% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes. If you look at the American redub, it has an 8% approval rating on
Wow.
Rotten Tomatoes.
So it was probably like competent. It was probably fine. The British one originally.
Yeah.
And this is just a nightmare.
It's probably the worst animated movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It makes me appreciate, like, not just Pixar and, like, DreamWorks, but even, like, The Nut Job or Over the Hedge.
Despicable Me.
Despicable Me is great. The first one.
I love Despicable Me.
Yeah. I'm not gonna
Maybe not the other ones.
I'm not gonna listen to Despicable Me slander.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So if you hate Despicable Me,
check out Doogal.
yeah, check out Doogal.
Max, did you watch it as a kid?
Doogal?
Yeah.
No. I remember when it came out.
Oh, okay.
And I remember seeing they had like toys of it at Wendy's.
Mm.
I remember the rabbit. I think I got a plastic toy of the rabbit.
That's awesome.
Probably
Dylan
gone now.
the rabbit.
Yeah, Dylan, the best character.
Jimmy Fallon, man.
Oh.
He's trying, though. That's the thing. Him and Bill Hader, I think, were trying the hardest.
This was young Jimmy Fallon when he had that spark in his eye.
He was
when
still
you
on
could see there was a
SNL.
soul in him.
Yeah.
He seemed like a real go-getter.
This was when everyone liked him. This was before when he got his late night show and people decided they hated him because he laughs fake.
Yeah.
What would you rate Doogal out of 10?
0. This
0.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give it a 2.
actually, this is 0.
I think
this is the
I think
worst.
the animation actually looks really good.
Yeah, but that's not them.
No,
They didn't do any of this. They chopped it up.
Outside of the fact that Harvey Weinstein was involved in this movie,
Yeah, also, this is Harvey Weinstein's wish right here.
this is like his dream project, and I'm not
Oh.
like he was very involved in it. We'll get
Yeah.
into that in a bit, but so that's obviously a knock against this movie. Beyond it just being bad,
Yeah, just any movie that has like the Weinstein Company logo at the start is almost ruined.
really, you hate Pulp Fiction, Kill Bill?
Maybe not. It puts a bad taste in your
No,
mouth.
it does.
When you
You're
start
like,
a movie
oh,
and it's
Harvey
like,
was
oh,
involved.
great. Yeah.
And we watched the behind the scenes, and everyone was like, "Well, Harvey wanted me for this role."
Yeah,
and it's
can
like,
I can probably play the clip actually.
Yeah, do you want to
the
cut it in
recording.
later? Maybe might sound better,
Okay, fine.
or just play it now. Whatever.
No,
Okay.
it's fine.
Okay.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Okay, here it is. Here's the funny clip.
Harvey Weinstein called and said, do this film. And I fear him, as most do. And I said, yes. Please don't hurt me.
Wait, that wasn't actually funny. That's kind of like disconcerting. The words, if I remember
He
them.
wasn't joking.
Jon Stewart knew, man. That's messed up.
What else is there to talk about? I guess, do we move on to trivia?
Yeah, play the trivia theme. This
Alright.
is a bonus episode, so it's gonna be a little short.
Yeah. Trivia. It's trivia theme.
Trivia. Cool. I've got so much good trivia.
I'm so excited.
So I'm gonna save some of them for the end, but
Okay.
yeah. Wait, let me do that again.
Okay.
I've got so much good trivia, but I'm gonna save.
Hold on. Restart it again.
I've got a lot of great trivia, Max,
Oh, sweet.
but I'm gonna save the best ones for the end. I think I'm gonna try my best.
Okay, sounds good.
So Florence, played by Kylie Minogue, and Zebedee, played by Sir Ian McKellen, were the only characters that were not revoiced for the American release. They couldn't get Ian McKellen back. Shocker.
Of course.
Yeah. 3 to 5 minutes of footage from the original was cut out of this movie, including a dream sequence, which doesn't shock me.
No,
But
it's
don't they have
clear
the
it's
same
all-
runtime?
Do they?
Maybe the credits add to this one's runtime, but that's really weird.
Yeah.
I'm also confused why it says 3 to 5 minutes. You'd think that there would be an exact amount.
I saw a review here that said 10 minutes as well.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So clearly there's some stuff on the cutting room floor here.
Yeah. There's the trivia about the in the original trailer, Dougal's voice was provided by an adult, but in the final movie he's a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the fun part about it: the actor who voiced Dougal in the trailer has yet to be identified. It's a mystery.
Whoa. Okay, we gotta solve this.
There are a couple of instances in the movie where the original British voices are still present. When Brian bites Zebad's arm, Tom Baker's original voice can be heard yelling, "Ow!" And when Brian is launched into the air after Dylan presses the button on the ejector seat, Jim Broadbent's scream can be heard. A few of the British voices can also be heard in the trailer. So that's great.
They're so lazy.
Yeah.
God.
The movie was conceived when Harvey Weinstein acquired the rights to The Magic Roundabout, the original.
Right.
He approached Butch Hartman to rework the movie, who came up with an idea to have the movie interlaced with live-action sequences akin to The Princess Bride. Hartman felt that this would improve the original movie, which he thought was boring. However, these sequences were cut due to budgeting reasons. According to Hartman, much of the material which he had reworked had been rewritten by new writers, stating that he had 3% to do with the finished product.
Oh, Butch Hartman didn't even write this?
Mm-hmm. I have a similar... This is like the same piece of trivia, but it expands on it a bit. He later expressed long-harbored remorse for his involvement, where he revealed that most of his actual script was rewritten without his consent by Harvey Weinstein.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Wait.
He thinks only 3% of his original script made it into the final film.
So this was like the frame was by Butch Hartman.
Then they cut the frame out.
Literally, actual Harvey Weinstein wrote parts of this movie.
Yeah.
That's incredible. What a terrible film. That's... Wow.
It's really garbage. By the way, the Weinstein Company's other animated movie that they used to break in, which was around the same time as this and has a very similar sensibility of humor, is Hoodwinked.
Yeah.
If you've seen that. That one, I think, was a little more famous.
Yeah, I remember I liked that one as a kid a lot.
I liked it a lot as a kid.
I'm just realizing now they were definitely cashing in on Shrek with that one, though.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Like, it's just fairy tales.
Yeah. Oh,
wow.
100%. Also...
The Weinstein Company sucks.
Yeah. No, I read Kevin Smith's book. Kevin Smith, who was also in this movie. Kevin Smith was, like, one of the directors that, like, helped the Miramax, which was owned by the Weinsteins, and then they did the Weinstein Company after.
Right.
He helped Miramax kind of take off. And... he wrote in the book that, like, as soon as they shifted from Miramax to the Weinstein Company, they just became, like, insufferable. Like, they were, like especially Harvey just became, like, the biggest jerk in the world. Which, in hindsight, yeah, he was always, like, a garbage human.
Yeah.
But, yeah, this is, like, indicative of the culture that he created, where at the start he was like, yeah, I want to pick up indies. And then by this point, he was, like, drunk on his own power, and he was like, I need to compete with Disney.
Yeah, that's a clear change. From, like, producing Pulp Fiction to this.
Yeah.
What a career.
Yeah. Final piece of trivia. This is the second lowest grossing animated movie of all time. Number one is a movie called Delgo, which I distantly remember, but I can't really... I'm looking at the Wikipedia page right now, and I can't place it in my mind. Val Kilmer's in it.
Oh my god, yeah. I'm looking at the poster for Delgo right now.
Yeah, you recognize it?
Yeah.
That's good.
Search it up there. Do you recognize
No, I
that?
had the Wikipedia open.
Oh! It's like those creepy dinosaur people.
I remember this.
Yeah, it's no wonder nobody saw this.
There's an article, Avatar, creators of cartoon flop Delgo amazed by similarities to James Cameron's film. Dude, we gotta watch Delgo.
I don't know. This looks absolutely terrible.
I'm watching Delgo.
Okay, alright.
Max, you got any good old Google reviews for us?
Yes, play music.
Google reviews.
We got a review here on imdb.com. It's not Google. I know, we're constantly lying in that theme song. But this review is titled, I Would Kick That Dog If I Could.
Oh my god.
Okay. Seriously, this is possibly the worst animated feature of all time.
Woo!
Not only is the story lame, but it jumps around way too much.
That's true.
There is absolutely no character development.
True.
The voice acting is horrendous.
True.
The voices don't fit the characters at all.
True.
You would think Jimmy Fallon and Whoopi Goldberg... Oh, you would think with Jimmy Fallon and Whoopi Goldberg, the movie would be somewhat amusing. It was just the opposite. I found myself wanting to kick that stupid little dog right in the face. He is obnoxious and condescending. If I hadn't fallen asleep halfway through, the entire experience would have been a waste. I would rather watch Ben Affleck as Hamlet for a month straight than see this movie one more time. Don't waste your time, don't waste your money, and don't insult your kids by making them choke through this mess.
Yeah, Mom and Dad, you made me watch this when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I think I picked it, actually. Also, what's with the Ben Affleck drive-by?
Was he in a Hamlet?
I don't think he was ever in Hamlet. I think the implication is he'd be bad as Hamlet. Hey, man, I don't like... When was this written?
2006.
Oh, yeah, that tracks. He was doing a lot of garbage then.
Okay.
But let's not insult the man who wrote Good Will Hunting, please.
No
Thank
comment.
you.
No comment.
Who's the user? What's the user's name?
Isaiah.
Zaya. That was rough.
Yeah.
I bet you they don't agree with that take anymore. He's won an Oscar now, Max.
Sure.
I'm
sorry.
Ben Affleck.
I didn't know the Ben Affleck comment would.
That's
hit
the
you
only
this
thing I
deeply.
heard, honestly. As soon as you said that, I just started seeing red and I blacked out.
All right.
I agree with that review.
Yeah.
It's a really bad movie about a cartoon dog that is not likable. None of the characters are likable. None of them have distinct personality traits. All the jokes are either choreographed a mile away, they're not jokes, or they're movie references. Don't watch Doogal.
I absolutely don't.
Yeah.
It was funny at times.
I don't think it was funny even ironically. I think it was
No.
just pain.
Yeah. it was almost funny, like, waiting for the next reference. Like, what lame thing are they gonna say next?
But it was just the popular properties of the time. It was Lord of the Rings, it was Matrix, it was Harry Potter, it was...
Yeah.
Like, it's very of its era, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Never ever think about Doogal again.
Just wipe it from your mind.
Leave
I'm
it-
gonna need to meditate.
Leave it out of your brain.
I need to learn to meditate.
We watched it for you, but we wish we didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually kind of glad I watched it again.
Well, I'm glad I'm done with it.
It's
Now
very
I've seen
nostalgic for me. You don't understand.
this. I don't have that. This
I
movie's a
watched this-
nightmare.
I watched this like 4 times when I was a kid.
This is Harvey Weinstein's brainchild.
I didn't know
right
anything
here.
about
This
the
is
Weinstein
his
Company.
comedy, his vision.
I just rented the movie from Rogers like 3 separate times, and I was like, "This movie's so cool."
Mm-hmm.
Do you think this movie made me a fantasy fan because of like the magic diamonds and stuff?
Yes,
Do you think that like
absolutely.
incepted
Yeah.
into my brain that this is what good storytelling is?
Yeah,
That'd be
for sure.
tragic.
Oh,
My tastes were decided by Doogal.
yay.
That would explain a lot about me.
Yeah, I think so. Absolutely.
Anyways,
You look like Doogal.
tweet at us if Max should watch Pirates of the Caribbean, which he should.
No, I'm not.
You have to watch.
Listen, I'm not
You
watching.
have- you have a choice. You have a
Listen, Jeremy.
choice.
Listen, Jeremy. This is my call out. This is my call out moment. Okay, I'm not watching Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm not watching the Princess Switch 1 or 2. I don't give a damn about those movies or the actress in them, who I am completely unfamiliar with.
You haven't seen High School Musical?
No!
She's Vanessa.
I didn't care about Disney properties. I didn't watch the Disney Channel. I don't respect the mouse.
Oh my god.
I don't respect the mouse or that Nazi who ran that company.
Max got a call halfway through Doogal
Oh my god, yeah, wait, we should talk.
where a robotic voice just told him goodbye. And I think it's because the mouse heard.
Yeah, it was from our town as well.
What?
Yeah, the
It
number
was in Oakville?
The number was an Oakville
They
number.
can spoof that. You don't have to worry
Yeah.
about that.
I just picked it up and said hello, and then a female text-to-speech voice went, goodbye.
you might wanna watch what you say about Disney.
That is horrifying. It probably was the ghost of Walt Disney.
He went into the future, saw you were gonna go on this rant.
Yeah.
Anyways, you have a choice, Max. You can either watch The Princess Switch 1 and 2 or Pirates of the Caribbean. You gotta pick one of the P properties.
No.
P.
P's funny.
That's your choice. I'm giving it to you
No.
by the new year.
I decline.
If we come back,
Respectfully, I decline.
if we get a reorder for more episodes,
Yeah.
you have to have decided.
Well, I hope we do get picked up for another season.
I hope so too.
It's been a lovely, lovely season of Sandler Files.
Except this, our last episode of the year, we're not talking about Sandler.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
This could connect to Adam Sandler, I guess, because Chevy Chase worked with Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis in the past, back in the 80s, and
Dan
Aykroyd was in Coneheads, and
Yep.
Adam Sandler's in Coneheads.
Watching you piece that together was art.
Yeah.
You know what? I have something that I've been meaning to talk about. Let's have this
Okay,
discussion
yeah.
to end
This
off.
is free form.
Yeah.
Do what you want.
We're gonna end off our season with this point.
Yeah.
I want to know. There's been some offensive jokes in Adam Sandler movies that we've watched this year, and even if it's not him making them, he is friends with the people who make them. He is producing the movies that make them.
Mm-hmm.
They're not that far in the past.
Yeah.
I think this is gonna come up again when we watch I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry.
Yeah.
But
I forget that movie. That might be bad.
But the point I'm trying to make is, do you think that Adam Sandler is like kind of a jerk.
Homophobic?
Not homophobic. I mean, maybe. He's a Republican. I know that, which is not like the best thing to be
Like
right
they
now.
all are.
They're all Republicans.
They're all on the very down low about it, but if you go searching for that info, it,
Do you think that we are promoting a bad person by doing this? I don't think he's genuinely bad, and I like to believe he wouldn't.
He's probably got a good soul.
Oh my god.
He's probably very deep down. He's probably a nice person. Like if you meet him in person, right?
I don't think he'd judge anyone on their race or who they loved or their religion.
I think he's just like an edgy kind of guy.
Yeah, I think he's definitely
Not
the type
even
of guy.
It's not even like a smart way.
He's definitely the type of guy who's like, everybody's too politically correct nowadays. You think?
Yeah.
I can see that.
Oh yeah, he's like, oh, I can't make the movies I want to make because people would be writing articles about me. They'd be making fun of me online. It's ridiculous.
Like Todd Phillips.
Yeah.
Todd Phillips, when he made Joker, he said he made it because you can't make comedy anymore because everyone's too offended, which is a dumb take. But
Wow.
Adam Sandler still does comedy, and he's not relying on that as heavily as he used to.
Yeah, and it's absolutely terrible.
He's lost his spark now that he can't be casually racist.
Yeah,
He has no passion.
That was his power.
I just think, I don't know, I think we do have to discuss morally, because I harp on Rob Schneider a lot.
Yeah.
Because he's the most...
Rob Schneider is the vocal one.
Yeah, he's the most out and out about it.
And
But,
we know
like,
that David Spade...
is a Republican.
He's got similar
We didn't talk about
values.
this.
No.
David Spade paid $300,000 to buy guns for a police department.
Like,
Why?
that's not a good thing. Why
What-
are you buying weapons?
What compels you to do that?
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's just a weird thing to do in my mind. Like, hey, police department,
Yeah.
here's $300,000. I don't want you to spend
arm
it on like
yourselves.
homeless housing or initiatives for mental health. I want you to arm yourself.
It's just wrong. It's just wrong.
It's so weird.
Yeah. There's definitely some... I mean, the more we go into these movies, I think we'll get...
I'm worried
better
we're gonna go.
idea.
I'm worried. This is my fear.
Yeah.
Now that we're at a kind of breaking point, I am worried we're gonna go from idolizing Adam Sandler, maybe not idolizing, but loving him as like a kind of like in a weird uncle kind of way,
Yeah.
to like hating him. That's my fear.
I started out hating him.
What?
Back in the day, I hated Adam Sandler.
Back in the day.
Back in the day, the good old days. You know, Jack and Jill. Watching those movies, it's like, this guy is a crook. He's making these...
He's scamming me.
He's scamming me. He's just making all of his friends rich by doing these mediocre pieces of garbage.
Right.
And I don't know why I do kind of have a warm spot for Adam Sandler these days, now that I think about it.
Here's the thing. Do you think we've been Stockholm syndromed into being fans of Adam Sandler? Because
Genuinely, we might be.
we're in too deep. Like, do you think
I'm gonna have to do some soul searching here because
I don't watched him enough that we're like, he's great.
Yeah, he's good to make fun of, but I don't respect his values. I don't respect his art.
But here's the thing: when he is on screen, like, my serotonin is boosted a little bit.
He's got these
I get a
eyes.
little peak of happy
He's got
juice
that
in my
glint
brain.
in his eyes that just makes me want to do whatever he tells me to.
Oh my god!
It's like
I'm just saying.
he's like a great dictator.
I'm very worried that we have accidentally become like proponents of his.
Yeah.
I think we need to
think
consider
next season.
This is our journey.
This is our character arc. We're gonna be challenging Adam next season. Okay, we're gonna.
We've been going too easy on it for too long.
It's been a fun little drive, but those days are over, audience. Okay.
We are going to be getting heavy hand.
Yeah,
We're gonna get into
backhand that man.
Oh wow!
If I see him on the street, I will backhand him.
Oh my god!
I will knock him out in front of his family.
Don't do that.
Okay,
I'm gonna
fine.
hold Max
You've
back.
just convinced me. I won't do it. I'm sorry.
But we are. Let's say we're gonna each movie we're gonna come in with a critical eye and say, if we weren't obsessed with this man,
Yeah.
How would we
It's
feel
fun
about
to
it?
look at the tropes, little weird things that happen in every one of his movies.
yeah,
But also, these are productions.
yeah. We want to get into this industry, and this
Yeah.
person is taking up resources
Thousands
that we
of
could
people
be
are
using.
working on these.
Yeah,
These are some of the most, these make so much money.
yeah, especially for Netflix.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's our arc. That's our focus. If we come back, we're gonna
Yeah.
We're gonna do some soul searching and really come to grips with who is this man on the television screen.
Who truly is Adam? That's a very good point. I'm glad we discussed this.
All right. Well, we will see you next year, hopefully, on the Sandler Files. Why did you interrupt me?
I thought it would be cool.
I was doing a thing, and then you stole my thing, and now I feel like I don't have the energy.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, you always do this.
I'm sorry.
Well,
are you gonna dock my pay again?
Yep. Well, now I'm not having a good time, but I'm glad everybody listened to the Sandler Files this year. Stop crying.
I'm sorry.
Thank you so much for listening to the Sandler Files this year. We've had a lot of fun. Stop crying.
I get it. I'm sorry.
We've had a lot of fun watching that. I'm trying to do an outro here.
We've had so much fun. Jeremy's such a great guy to work with.
I think the bit's dead.
Jeremy's such a great guy to work with.
Okay, are you almost cried out?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Sorry.
Okay, thank you so much for listening to the Sandler Files.
The Sandler Files. Thank you for this bonus Doogal episode. We watched Doogal.
We hope to see you guys, or you hear us. We'll see you next season, next year, 2021. 2021, we're coming back. We're rebooted. We're stronger than ever.
It's that 2021 vision.
Yeah. You guys have 2020 vision. We have 2021. We're like hawks.
Yeah.
Anyways, I've been Jeremy Conte.
I've been Max Dreesen.
You can find us on Twitter at The Sandler Files. Tweet at us if you want Max to watch The Princess Switch and or Pirates of the Caribbean.
But actually, like, from the deepest... This is me speaking from the deepest of my soul.
Guys, he's been in character this whole season. This is real Max.
Look, this is real Max talking for once. I play a character. My name's actually Dale Brightheart. I literally don't want to watch these movies. I'm not going to enjoy them. Jeremy gets something out of these movies, but they're not even fun to sit through. The Princess Switch, really?
Okay, let me
really?
Let me try to bait you a little bit. This outro is running a little long, but
okay, who cares? It's a bonus episode. Who cares?
So, here's the thing. For the Princess Switch, in the Princess Switch 1, they go on Netflix and they watch this movie.
Yeah, go on.
Called A Christmas Prince.
Okay.
Which is another Netflix original holiday movie.
Great.
But in the Princess Switch 2, the characters from A Christmas Prince show up.
Who's in the Princess? Is there any
you're
value?
Not intrigued by that?
Is there any value?
I don't know. I think it would be funny.
I don't think there's any value.
Okay, well,
is
tweet us.
Is there even a celebrity I'm familiar with in these?
Vanessa Hudgens!
I'm not familiar with her.
Okay. Tweet at us, at the Sandler Files.
Yeah.
If we should or should not watch the Princess Switch or Pirates of the Caribbean.
Really?
Because I want to watch that again, and Max seems to think they're bad movies for no reason.
Yeah, actually, genuinely, if you're listening to this, just go to the Twitter and just, it doesn't take a lot. You definitely have a Twitter account. You're a savvy person.
You're a Gen Z.
You're a Gen Zer, young, hip, digital person of this world. Just go on Twitter, just type in, no, it wouldn't be funny. The discussion is going to be boring. It's not going to be good content. If you're listening now, you're probably going to listen then. It's not going to be funny. Just please go on twitter.com at the Sandler Files. Any tweet. You can add us directly as a tweet, or you can comment to one of our past tweets. Just say, no, I'm not interested in seeing a Princess Switch review.
Or DM Max on Instagram at MaxTracks2001.
What's your Instagram?
Tell him why he's wrong.
Yeah.
My Instagram is at JConte1. DM,
very cool.
Don't DM me. I will not answer.
Just DM Jeremy,
I think, okay, at least we should watch Pirates of the Caribbean.
I don't know.
This is my arc next season. I'm going to get you to watch something.
Hey, all right.
Okay. Thank you for listening this season. We've had a lot of fun.
It has been.
This was recorded before our episode on 8 Crazy Nights. I don't know what order they're going to go out in, but just in case.
I think it is going to be 8 Crazy Nights first.
Okay, sweet.
And then this.
So,
this is your little bonus,
This is your little bonus. So, we hope you enjoyed. Have a safe holiday season. Try to enjoy yourself. It's been a tough year.
Good tidings.
Sure.
Eat that holiday
Eat that
ham.
cake.
Eat that holiday
You know what we
ham.
always say. You know what we always say on the show.
Say, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Eat that
cake.
I thought you were going to say holiday ham.
Okay, well, let's do that. 3, 2, 1.
Eat that cake. What do you want from me?
Holiday ham.
What's holiday ham? Okay, thank you so much for listening. Okay, we're gonna cut it off here. 'cause
Bye-bye,
we're
it's a
talking
Doogal
way too
episode.
much. Bye. That's season 1 of the Sandler Files.
Thanks for watching. This is the bonus episode.
Can you turn off that, please? Thank you for listening.